Hello.
Hello,
Okay.
guys. It's time to record now that we are chilling in his kitchen and drinking coffee, which reminds me of a Turkish coffee, to be honest. What's his name?
No, it is not.
What's his name? The coffee's a male.
No, it is the 100% Arabic coffee. It's not Arabic coffee, but the coffee is the plant. Like the roasting is Arabic, so it is a little bit sour.
Is it strong?
Not like Robusta, but it is.
What is Robusta?
Okay, we have two types of coffee, and one of it is Arabic, and the other one is Robusta. Arabic coffee is like having more aroma.
Mm-hmm.
It is sour and it is more expensive, like the most expensive. The other side is Robusta, which is bitter and having a strong amount of caffeine inside,
Yes.
but it is not that aromatic as Arabic coffee is. Yes, but it is not like a Turkish Arabic coffee, you know.
Mm-hmm.
For them, it's like they are so the powders are so small, like a soil. You prepare them like a Greek coffee in the sand.
And now, guys, he offered me as well a sweet, which is named, I don't remember because it's like,
Gas.
it's written in your language.
It is gas. It is one of our famous confectionaries in my country, and it belongs to my city, Isfahan, in the middle of Iran.
It's like a gum, a white gum.
Yes. It belongs to my city. My city is in the middle of Iran, and there used to be a tree in the semi-arid areas in my city, like a desert shape something, and the tree was called gas. And then the veins of the tree had this liquid inside the tree, inside the vessels, and they used to be so sweet, like sugar. So they used to cut the veins and wait for the liquid or extract to come out, and they used to use it for the production of these confectionery.
Okay.
So that's the reason that it is called gas
Or gum
or
in
gum.
my language.
And you can also find pistachio and like hazelnut.
Does it have hazelnut?
Yeah, this one is with pistachio, but also you can find with hazelnuts.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Guys, you understood my professionalism. I haven't even mentioned his name. I am in Goettingen right now in the South Germany.
Yeah, Middle South
Germany. And I came to visit my brother, and now I met some of his friends. Our first guest for today, I don't know when are you going to listen to our podcast. His name is Amir, and he's from Iran. And he's already famous, so I don't know why we are doing this right now. He told me that he was even on the national TV of Iran. Why? What happened to your life and everybody knows you? And by the way, he's like the mascot, the most famous guy in Goettingen. No. Everybody knows you. Yeah.
Thank you. In my bachelor, I used to be the president of the Red Crescent or Red Cross in my country. And I would run or hold charities in my country to help people like the poor. And my actually student community that I had in my country was the biggest student community in my entire country. One of my charities, we raised a lot of donations, like 25 million, 35 million in my currency. And we imprisoned 2 prisoners inside this live show. We paid for their fine, I don't know, punishment. And we released them inside the show. It was so funny. Yes. I don't know. And they were answering through a walkie-talkie on the sky. Yes.
So romantic. Let me eat my... What's the name? I already forgot.
Gas.
Let me eat my gas. It's like a gum. I'm gonna throw up. And how long are you here in Göttingen?
I came here in Goettingen in October, and I began my studies in October. And I was supposed to be here by the end of June, but I elongated it.
In which faculty, by the way?
In the North Campus, in the biology faculty. Yes.
Bachelor studies, not master?
No, I'm doing my master's thesis here.
And what about your bachelor's degree? You did it in Iran?
Yes, I did it in Iran, in Isfahan University of Technology. It's actually top 3 university in my country. Then I moved to Italy for my master's, and then I moved here.
So your master is normally in Italy?
Yes, I am a student in Italy now.
And how did you get there?
To Italy?
No, to Göttingen.
Oh, I applied for Erasmus in Italy, and there were some good universities for my major. Göttingen was one of the best ones. Actually, I came to Göttingen by mistake. I wanted to go to Heidelberg.
Yeah, where is it?
Heidelberg is the best university in Germany. It is in the south, and it's so famous for medicine and cancer and everything. So I was waiting for the university to email me, and after like 2-3 weeks, I emailed them and I said like, why don't you send anything to me? I'm your student, I'm coming. And then they emailed me, who are you?
And they kicked me off. And now I'm a beggar in Göttingen.
Yes, and then I understood that they had sent an email to my Italian university, my main university in Italy.
In which place in Italy? We didn't mention.
In Rome.
Yes. You're so lucky.
And it was in their spam for them. They hadn't seen the email, so they saw it after weeks. So I missed it actually. So I changed to Göttingen, but I'm so happy that I made this mistake. It's a beautiful mistake that I made.
Okay.
Yeah.
So normally you are in Italy. Normally.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm in Italy. Yes.
And how long have you stayed in Italy?
1 year and a half.
Aha. So you learned the language more or less.
Poco.
Poco. How is Rome? I have never been to Italy before.
Rome is beautiful. Italy in general is beautiful, and Rome is the mixture, is like a conclusion for Italy. Because you can see North Italian in it, you can see South Italians in it, you can see historical places, you can see a nice weather of Italy, it's like a capital, you can see the politicians, like these, all of them.
Yeah, but is it expensive? Because I heard that it's a bit expensive. For example,
food,
let's say that I want to buy a coffee.
Okay.
Espresso.
No, coffee is not a good example.
Why?
In Rome, in Italy, it's so cheap. Coffee is so cheap.
Okay.
Like in my university, in the university that I study in Italy, one big coffee and one croissant.
Cornetto?
Cornetto. In Italian, they say cornetto.
What
it's
is
like
that?
these French croissants.
Mm-hmm.
I pay €1.20 together for both
Really?
of them.
Okay. So maybe I heard lies because one of my friends told me that the coffee is really expensive there.
No.
Maybe 6-7 euros for one small espresso?
No. If you go to the event...
Okay, rumors, guys.
Maybe near Vatican Museum, near Colosseum, maybe there it is like €3 or something, but I don't think that you have to pay €6 for espresso near... Even there, I think it's like €3.
Okay.
Because even I had coffee in the middle of the city, like center, but I didn't pay more than €3. Never. No, it's so cheap. In Italy, the coffee things is so cheap, but the housing is so expensive. Student dorms in Italy are more expensive than the houses.
Why?
Yeah, for example,
rooms.
Yes.
Not compared to flats.
Yeah, no, flats are super expensive. Like if I apply for a student dorm, like I am here in Goettingen, I have to pay like €600 for a single room.
Yeah.
Near the university.
Okay.
Those rooms or those housings belonging to the university, to the faculty.
Yeah,
of the
okay.
They are so expensive. So people mostly prefer to stay inside the city in private houses.
Yeah.
So the houses that I have stayed so far, they have been like the private houses, and I lived with Italian people, like people.
So you have shared?
Yeah. I have lived like a normal person who doesn't study.
Okay.
I just rented one room inside the city, and I have lived with a lot of people from a lot of different countries.
And how much did you pay for rent?
Okay, so there is something really typical in Italy for the rooms. They have like the rooms in which two people are living together. And you cannot. I haven't seen it in Germany, but in Italy it's so common because the housing is expensive. So they call it monolocale, as I can remember, and like doppia, I don't know, something like that.
Yes.
And my room, I was paying something like 500, 450 for a single room.
Yeah, but you were sharing that.
Yeah,
with
of
other
course.
guys, so
Like it was like an apartment with like 3 rooms. One of the rooms was for me, and I was paying like 500 for that. It was like around city center, not city center, but around city center. It was nice. Around the university is also somehow around 400. So housing is like in Italy, if you want to live, your monthly expenses, 70% belongs to the housing.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yes.
And what about the transportation? Were you
sucks.
taking the metro? It sucks. Okay, that's the end of our episode. Thank you, Amir. Bye, guys.
Guys, never count on transportation in Italy.
Why?
In Rome, actually. Because, for example, I missed a lot of my classes in Rome because of the buses. Metro is quite fine.
You mean they're not punctual, that's why?
No, there is no definition for punctuality.
Okay.
You know? And I mostly missed a lot of my classes in Rome, and I never was on time for my classes.
Yes.
My classes would begin at 9 a.m. in the morning.
But it wasn't your fault, you said. It was
No,
just
there was no
just because of the
bus.
transportation.
I was checking, for example, the metro is nice, but
Yes.
the metro, it doesn't have a lot of lines because they cannot build a metro or subway in Rome, because wherever they go, they just find something historical. And then they want to build another station. They just go to the left, for example, they turn left, they dig, and then they find a city under the, like they have just found a few years before a city because of metro station.
Okay.
And so it is difficult for them to just build a metro or like subway or anything. But at the same time, some areas are not having these availability to reach the metro, so they have to take buses. For example, my first house in
The urban ones, you mean?
yeah. Not actually the urban ones. For example, in Rome, the metro is like one line from the top to the south, like the middle to the top to the south, and it's like a positive. That's all, and that's all. If you are like southwest, you don't have metro. If you are northeast, you don't have metro. If you are like southeast, you don't have metro. So you have to take the bus.
At least, is it cheap, the bus, for a
The
ticket?
bus, a one-way ticket is €1.50.
For students or in general?
It doesn't matter.
They
One
don't
way.
have any discounts for students.
They have a lot of discounts, but you should be under 26, and you should have a scholarship by the province, not for being a student. They don't give a student discount actually.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay, so the possibilities to...
But guys, never count on the buses. For example, the bus was it was like the Google. I was Googling like a Google map, and then it was showing me like the bus is reaching in 10 minutes. And I was waiting. It was like 2 minutes.
He was waiting 2 days and...
Yeah, and then it was written that the bus is coming. It's approaching. And then I was waiting 1 minute, 2 minutes. And nothing would come. And then the Google map was like bus left.
Yeah.
The next bus,
Bus
40
left.
minutes. And I was like, was it a ghost? I didn't see the bus. Yeah. It is how it is.
How did you go there?
No, I was waiting for
Were
the
you
next
crawling to the
Yeah.
university?
I would wait for the next bus to come. So I would reach my class instead of at 9:30, 9:40, 9:20, something.
Okay, so you were late, let's say.
All the time.
half
And everyone is late. So that is the reason that it's fine. Because everyone is late.
Is it usual in Rome?
Super typical.
Okay, we have some things in common with people from Rome then, because we Greeks like to get late
But
sometimes.
I have to mention that they are lovely people, and the food is so awesome. You will never have problem in
Is
Italy.
it cheap? The
Yeah.
pizzas, for example.
The pizza, like margarita, you can have a typical like pizza for like a meal for a person to get full is like 6-7 euros for pizza.
Are they thick or thin?
It depends.
Okay.
I think as far as I can say, like pizzas in Venezia, I guess they are thick. In Napoli, I guess they are thick, and in Rome the pizzas are thin. I haven't seen thick pizzas in Rome. They look like Italian, the typical Italian pizza.
And what about the alcohol, you know?
Oh man, alcohol sucks in Italy.
I invited you to say some good things, and now we are destroying the episode. But thank you, Amir, so much.
Yo, welcome.
Why does the alcohol suck?
Okay. If you love wine, if you are a wine drinker, Italy is awesome. It is really good.
I am a wine drinker.
Yeah, I mean, for me, in Rome, for example, you can find wines which are not bad for €1, even less than €1, even less than €1. You can find a bottle of wine which is good.
A bottle of wine?
Yes, which is good. And for like €2-3, you can have like a really nice wine.
You can have a whole shop.
Yeah, it's so nice. I mean, of course, we have like good brands and they're like expensive, but like for daily use, you can have a wine for €2, €3, and you're good. But for beer, you cannot find beer there. They have one famous brand which is called Peroni. I don't recommend it.
Why? The quality is bad, maybe.
It's €1.50, but I don't like it. And
€1.50 for the cheapest beer.
somehow.
Okay.
Yes. Like you can find the cheapest ones, but they are not drinkable. You cannot drink them. It's so bad. Peroni is like the typical one in Italy as an Italian beer, but come on, when you live in Germany, you cannot drink that beer anymore.
Yeah, but Germany is famous for beers. Come on.
Yes, this is what I'm saying. If you are a wine drinker, Italy is your paradise. If you are a beer drinker, I don't recommend Italy. But I have to mention, for example, there are a couple of good beers there. Like Tenants, I guess, is like double malt beer, and
Yes.
it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
You can find it there. For the other ones, like it's the same. The price even is the same. But for wine, Italy is like your paradise. I really like it about Italy.
Okay.
Yes.
And what about the tickets for the airplane? I mean, were they cheap? If you want to travel, for example, when I was in Poland, they were way too cheap. I went to Paris with 60 euros.
In Rome is so cheap because Rome is like a transportation transit something I can say. So a lot of airlines come to Rome and then they have the other
The
transits.
connection flights, you mean?
Yeah,
Yes,
because
yes,
Rome
yes,
is like in the center also, so a lot of flights come to Rome. In Rome, you can find a lot of plenty of cheap tickets. One of my friends last year, I remember in September, he went to Paris with 4 euros.
4 euros.
Yeah.
Yes, and he spent another 25 to take the train to the city center.
Oh yes,
These are lies. Don't believe them, guys.
Yes,
I spent
But-
more than 20 euros to go to the city center.
even that's worthy. With 25
Yeah.
euros, you go to Paris. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he came to us. Actually, the funny thing is that in order to get to the airport in Rome, you have to buy 3 tickets, and each one is €1.50, and you pay more. And from the center
Why
of
do you
the
have to
city,
buy 3 tickets?
Like, if you don't have the
Dignity.
student card, you have to
Yes.
buy these one-way tickets. And in the center, like there is a place called Termini, is like the Bahnhof, like the central metro train station of the city. From there, you have to take a shuttle to the airport, and also you have to pay 7 euros from there. So actually, for him, it costs more to get to the airport and to go to the Paris. Yeah, it's nice.
And the fact that you're Iranian.
Yes.
What about the whole insurance thing and the cards, the European cards that you had to take? Did you have to take anything?
Oh, no.
Because, for example, when I went to Poland, I had a European card for health insurance or something like that.
Okay.
In Turkey, they have visa to stay abroad. Do you have such a thing?
For the stay permit or for insurance, they're two different.
Both.
Okay, let me tell you a funny story.
Oh.
In Italy, once you want the visa is only for entrance, and you are allowed to stay only for 3 months, up to 3 months. After that, you have to have this student stay permit
Yes.
in order to be able to stay in Europe or the specific country that you are in, which is inside EU.
Do you have to pay for them?
You have to pay, it depends on the country. In Italy, we pay like 120 euros for just for application, and then they give us one card which is mostly for 1 year or like 10 months. It depends. Sometimes they make mistakes and they give you for 2 years. Sometimes they give you for 6 months. And it's so funny because like it takes 4 months till you have the card, and then you have the card and the expiry is like 2 months.
And expires in 2 hours.
And we apply for that. And one of the requirements in the application form is that you should have the insurance, health insurance. In Rome, it is not obligatory. It is written inside the form that you should have health insurance,
Yeah.
but no one applies because for students it's a little bit expensive.
Yes, but let's say that you are drunk and you want to go to the hospital.
Oh, emergency is free.
Okay.
The ambulance, which comes and takes you to the hospital, and some basic caring, things are free of charge. So mostly people, I have heard that sometimes when students are having toothache or they are not feeling good, they can walk to the hospital, but they call emergency ambulance to come to take them because they
it's
know
for free.
Yeah, it's for free. Yeah, don't listen to this part. It's not good.
Perfect.
And
So
let me tell you this. And when I came here to Germany, here they were not allowing me to enroll to the university because they were like, how can you not have the insurance, health insurance? You have the European stay permit. And I was like, it's not obligatory in Rome. And here the university were like amazed. That's how can it be possible that I have this?
maybe
card.
because in Germany they are stricter.
Yes, and I have the insurance from Germany now. I have the health insurance from Germany, not from Italy.
And you can go to Italy with that insurance. You will go to Italy.
No, I
with
will just cancel it next month
Okay.
because I'm not gonna need it anymore. But it was really nice. I really liked the insurances in Germany. They pay for everything.
Now, when will you go to Rome?
Maybe in late August I will go back to Italy.
Yes, but what about the situation with the virus there? Because I think that you have heard that we had a lot of victims from Corona.
Yes, everything is online. Actually, the courses I guess till this March 2020 they are online.
Yes.
No, not till March, till December, I guess. They are, no. Till March 2021, classes are all online.
Oh, Okay.
And I hope they don't apply this because it's gonna be boring for students.
Yeah,
It's
and it's
already
tiring,
yeah. It
tiring.
will be 1 year of online classes, and it's gonna be a mess for them. Still, the city is fine now. My friends in Rome, they are allowed to go outside. They visit each other. Maybe they go outside for the picnic or something in the park.
Do you have to wear masks or anything?
I think in the public areas, maybe in metro, like things they are obligatory as far as I can remember. But no, not everywhere.
Okay.
It's like Germany.
Because guys, yes, it's like Germany. In Germany, 2 days ago I went to McDonald's. I had to wear my mask until I order, I don't know, a hamburger or a cheeseburger, everything. And when I sat on the table, I could take off the mask. What kind of a regulation is that? Just take off the mask. Will something change if I wear my mask like on my way to the cashier or not? Please tell me. Isn't it stupid? That's my opinion about that.
Welcome to Germany.
Willkommen auf. I don't know how is that. Do you know German, by the way?
No way. Studying German language is like having a bachelor degree. It's so
Yes,
tough.
but I mean, somehow
I can understand a little bit.
Yes.
For daily things, I can understand.
Scheiße. And,
Yeah, Scheiße is one of the basics that you should know. Scheiße? Yeah.
What are the basic things that we need to know about your language? Because, guys, Amir, every time that we ask him about, I don't know, anything in his language, Amir, how is that in Iranian? Oh, there are so many ways. And then he starts explaining. And after 20, 30 words, then he tells us the one that is most, let's say, used. Why is that a thing in your language? Why do you have so many expressions for one word? They have so many expressions for the I like you or I love you.
Yes, a lot. I guess the reason is the history of my language, or maybe history of my country, because my country used to be Persia and it used to be big. And we used to have a lot of tribes, different cultures, different people with different languages. So we have Arabic people, we have Turkish people, we have Kurdish people, we have people who are like in the north, they are like, we call them Gorge. I don't know. It's like for example, Gorgestan. I don't know how to Georgia maybe.
Yeah.
And we have some people like Afghani, Pakistan. We used to be the same countries. Uzbekistan. So imagine each one had a poet. They had their own language, and we had this interaction of the people, the marriage between them, and so we imported a lot of words. So this is the reason that we have different words with different roots, but they are synonym. And
so it's more romantic to know Iranian.
Yeah. yes. And it's so difficult for us to teach because once someone asks us, we have like a lot of words to teach, and it really depends on which situation you're using them. It's so funny because, for example, I remember my brother had a student. He was not Iranian. He was like foreigner. I think from Germany maybe. He came to Iran to learn how to do the paragliding. And he once told my brother, there is when soil and this pollution goes to your ear, it goes to your eyes, and then you want to clean your eyes, you say, oh, there is something in my eyes. When someone is speaking nonsense, we call it chertopert.
Which means
talking nonsense. Okay, it's like trash, talking trash. When there is some stuff which are not usable or like a garbage, we call them atashqal.
Which means
ashqal means trash.
Okay.
And there was something in his eyes, and he was cleaning them, like, oh, there is something in my eyes I cannot see. And then he told my brother, oh, there is atashqali, there is chartopart in my eyes.
Yeah.
And we started to laugh. Everyone laughed because he used the wrong one. So we have to use the proper one, and it depends on the person to whom you're talking, to the situation. You want to be romantic, you want to be formal, you want to be like vague, because my language is also so vague. It's so nice, actually.
How do you say hi in your language? Is there one word, or you have, I don't know, 1,000 words?
No, for greetings you mean?
Yeah,
okay.
Hi.
Mostly boys shake hands and hug. For the girls, if depending on the religion, they can shake hand. Mostly they can also hug.
And what's the word for saying that?
Salam.
Salam. Okay.
Yeah, we say salam. Khubi.
What
Khubi
is that?
means
again hi.
How are you?
Okay.
Yeah, Khubi means how are you, or if we want to say what's up, we say chetori.
Okay. It's cute. It's nice.
But this is for friendly. If you want to say to our professor or someone, we say salam, khubid.
Hobbit, because
Yeah,
it's
it is ed at the like
more
ed at the
typical.
end is like the formal, like the lei in Italian, or
Like that?
lei like the she, but for you in Italian.
Okay,
Use
I
as a
don't know
formal
Italian,
one.
that's why I'm asking.
Or like the z, I guess in German we use it for you. Is it for they? But it is for they, but we use it for you to be formal. So in Farsi it's the same. We use the you plural.
Yeah,
for
we use the plural in Greece
yeah,
as well.
It's the same for us.
But in Spanish they have the singular, a specific like a thing in singular that when they address to someone, I don't know, professor or anyone. Yeah, they have usted, for example. But you have a different dictionary, I would say. You have a different calendar. I forgot all of my English, guys. And a parenthesis. Amir had his birthday 3 times in a row. I was going to say that because they have a different calendar in Iran.
Yes, yes.
So every day was his birthday. That's what you were saying. Why, Amir?
I am also shocked, to be honest. I don't know why. But the reason is like we have our historical calendar. We have different calendars as far as I can say. And we have 2 historical calendars. One of them is called Shamsi. Shams means sun. It is based on the sun.
Okay.
Like the sun.
A song I heard. Okay.
No, it's based on the sun, and we have 365 days and 6 hours. And each 4 years we have 1 day more, because those 6 hours will be multiplied by 4.
Yeah.
It will be times 4. And there will be 1 more extra day, which I think in your calendar you have 1 day more in February.
Yeah.
So I think the
29th.
reason, yes. So this is the reason that I guess this year they didn't match, or they didn't sync. I don't know. So that's the reason that my birthday in our calendar was different with the birthday in your calendar.
Yeah. Okay.
And there was 1 day difference.
So he exploded that fact, and now we are in the 4th day of his birthday.
Yes. And it was also, there is something else I have to add. In Iran, we have this custom or tradition of saying congratulations for the birthday before the birthday.
1 day before, or at 12 at midnight?
At least like 1 day before, like an hour before or something. It's not bad if you just say it afterwards. It's fine, but it is better. It's really, really better if you say congratulations before, because it means that you remembered it.
Yeah, we also have that in Greece, but in some villages, for example, the sisters of my grandmother call me 1 or 2 days, guys, before my birthday, because they want to show that, hey, I was the one who remembered. I was the first to remember your
Some
birthday.
of my friends, they text me 5 days before. They say, I want to be the first one. I want to be the first one. Yeah.
Yes, and you have the New Year's Eve. We celebrate the New Year's Eve of Iran last March at
21st.
20th
or 21st, depends.
Okay, and why is that so in March? Because we celebrate, for example, at the last week of December. The 1st of January is the first day of the year.
Yes,
in our calendar.
Yes. For us, the first day of the year for Iranian calendar, which is called Nowruz. No means new, and Ruz means day. It means the new day. Our year begins with the beginning of the spring. So 21st or 20th of March is the first day of our spring, like the first day of year, which is the first day of the spring for us. And yes, so that is the reason that we celebrate it.
And what exactly are you doing?
Oh, it's a long story.
Let me tell you,
yes,
5
guys,
hours
if
later.
you want to visit Iran, you have to come in March, because during that month, it's like my country is like a 1 month party.
Festivals and stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Like first of all, we have this custom or tradition of renewing everything, because we believe that the spring is coming.
Shopping maybe and stuff.
Renewing. We buy a lot of new clothes. We buy a lot of new food stuff, and like 10
new girlfriends, new boyfriends.
like 10 days before the New Year, almost everything is suspended in my country. Like people go to work, but no one works actually. It's like funny, and everyone is out. If you go on the street, you can be in the traffic for 10 hours on the car. Like it's crazy, but it's so lovely, because the weather is so awesome. It's so nice, and my country is like a 4-season country, so we have all of the seasons, exactly 3 months, and
you have a good climate. That's why.
Yes, and everything is blooming. Flowers are blooming. Birds singing, and then we go out and we buy everything. Everyone is buying clothes. Everything. Music is on the street. People singing to buy to just sell their stuff.
Poets speak Iranian, and
there's music on the street. And in my city, we have a river in between, like in the middle of the city, passing the city. So it's also beautiful. People get there and then they just eat, like they sing, they play music. And when it is like the New Year's Eve, we have sabzi polo ba mahi. It is like rice with fish. Then we have the national holidays for 13 days till 13th of Farvardin, which is the first month for us.
Yes.
It is March and April.
Yes.
Then on the 13th day, it is the International Day for Nature. It's in the calendar everywhere. And we go out to the park, mountains.
And we pee.
yes, we do the barbecue.
Connected with the nature, you know.
And from the 14th, everything begins. Like we go to school.
It's very interesting, Amir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And before we end our amazing episode, what kind of advice would you give to anyone who wants to study to Rome or in Goettingen as well? Because it's a very good thing that you study, that you live in Goettingen, but you have also lived in Rome as well. So you can have more like external and objective perspective of those two cities. I don't want to compare them, guys, but just his opinion, what kind of advice he would give to any guy who wants to study in Rome or in Goettingen.
Yeah. We have an idiom in Farsi which is called every flower has different smell. It means like all the flowers are beautiful, but each one has different smell. And they are respectful and valuable as they are. So I just criticized Italy and Rome a lot, but at the same time I love it and I miss it so much, you know? It feels so good when you are there. There are also a lot of positive things in there. Like you are always happy. Everyone takes everything easy and there is no pressure on you. The weather is so nice. When you plant something, you don't need to even water it because the humidity is so high, so they grow for themselves. It's so fine. And as a piece of advice for people who come to Rome, I can say that please be conscious about your housing before, because it's so difficult to rent a room in Rome. There are a lot of people and a lot of tourists and a lot of students. Like the Sapienza University is the first university of Rome. The population of the Sapienza University, only the university, equals to the population of the entire Goettingen. You know, here.
Depression in Goettingen.
Yeah, they have 140,000 students and stuff. In Goettingen, the
Goettingen is 120, Amir.
Yes,
It's even less.
Imagine Rome has a lot of universities and a lot of tourists. So the rents are so high and you have to be careful when you want to go. Specifically, if it is your first time in Italy, you have to be careful. Oh, and never count also on schedules and everything. Just go for everything super early because...
Walk.
Yeah, if you plan that today I'm gonna do this, tomorrow I'm gonna do that, like the last minutes, none of them is gonna work. Yeah. Because it's Italy, it's Rome. I can quite understand because it's a mega city, it's so big, there are a lot of paperwork. Maybe this is the reason that everything is so slow, because they have a lot of requests and demands and everything. In Goettingen in Germany, when you come here, first you have to learn about the rules, because the German lifestyle is really different from Italian lifestyle. When they say here at 8 a.m. they have the conference or the meeting, it is like sharp 8. And everyone begins at exactly sharp 8. So for me, at the beginning it was a little bit challenging because I had this lifestyle there and was here. I was always oversleeping, you know.
But you were on time. That was the good thing.
Even I go to my lab at 9:30 here because everyone starts working at 8 and I'm there at 9:30 and I say ciao. Oh, there is something else. When you come to Germany from Italy, you tell everyone ciao when you want to say hi. Because in Italy, ciao is hi and goodbye at the same time.
At the same time, okay.
And the first month that I came here, I was going to these shops and like places and I was telling everyone ciao and they were looking at me and they were thinking, what is wrong with this guy? He was saying ciao, because in German, ciao means goodbye.
Okay.
Imagine you see someone for the first time, say ciao. It's like you see someone and say goodbye. And then
how is hi in German?
Hallo.
Hello. When you go to a shop, for example, hello, guten Morgen, for example.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. I think that was our episode, guys. I can leave Amir's account. You can text Amir or me if you have any questions about Goettingen. I will make an episode with my brother as well. We can record something together. Thank you, Amir, for being invited to my perfect podcast.
I hope you have enjoyed it.
Happy birthday for the 4th time today. Bye, guys.
Ciao. What makes this
heart beat faster.